So, you've bought your first car. Congratulations. If you're anything like me, I'm sure you've gone through your babying phase, taken a bunch of cringy pictures of your car, and have posted it all over your social media. But if you're even slightly into cars, I'm sure you're wondering, where do I go from here? Insert SpongeBob music.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da, 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 preparing the
Mods.
But random guy on YouTube, whose opinion I didn't ask for. I thought getting into modifying my car was dangerous and expensive.
Well, random viewer who is watching this video, I thought the exact same thing. But if you put some considerable effort and do your research, you can modify your car and save money too. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks I have learned in my quest to make my car pretty sick. In this video, I'm going to discuss 3 main points. The first is getting to know your car. The second, where to start with mods to get the most bang for your buck, which is highly opinionated. I am not an expert on this, don't get me, no. And lastly, where to get your parts for cheap so that you aren't broke like most car guys. Okay, so let's get started. So, you bought your first car. If you're anything like me, a 20-something or younger, you probably spent months busting your butt for a car that isn't exactly perfect, and you probably aren't exactly rolling in cash, which only makes this section all the more important. What I am going to tell you probably isn't going to make you happy, but it will save you money and heartache in the long run if you are planning to do any super expensive, super time-intensive drivetrain modifications. And it's as simple as this. Make sure your car is in complete and total working order. Yep, that check engine light you've been ignoring, it's time to address it. With a simple toolkit and an OBD2 scanner, you can even do the repair or maintenance work yourself. I would highly recommend Chris Fix's YouTube channel for any problems that may come up. He provides a complete tool list and easy step-by-step instructions on how to do things like change your oil or even changing out your transmission. So now your car is in tip-top shape. No error codes, no check engine lights. Where should you throw your money on your first car? My first recommendation would be suspension. It's as simple as lowering your car 1 to 2 inches changes the complete and total feel of driving it. That one corner that you had to take at 20 miles per hour that one time, drop your suspension 2 inches, all of a sudden you can do 45 miles per hour. I do not recommend doing that whatsoever. I'm just telling you now. But you gain so much cornering ability and driving your car becomes a lot more fun. Another major part of suspension that people tend to not take into account is the amount of unsprung weight you have in your suspension. A quick rundown of what unsprung weight is. Unsprung weight is the weight that is below your suspension, so the weight that is within your tires and your wheels. And one crazy fact is that for every pound of unsprung weight that you reduce from your car, it's like removing 5 times that amount of weight. So say you were to reduce the amount of weight in your tires by 5 pounds on each corner of your car, at the end of the day, you would have taken off a total of 100 pounds off the total weight of your car. That's flipping insane, right? Some options for you to change out your suspension can start from very cheap for a simple set of lowering screens, or if you really care about your suspension, and I believe it is very much worth the money, dropping about $1,000 or so for some coilovers. Coilovers offer you the ability to put both your coils and your suspension, i.e. your shocks and other things like that, into one package. Another advantage of having coilovers is the amount of adjustability. You get so much adjustability to fit how you want to drive with a set of coilovers. So on to the final part. How in the hell am I supposed to afford all of this? Well, it's as simple as this. You can take the time, save up money, and go buy these parts for yourself at any auto parts store, but that is usually not a good idea unless you're doing something that's really important, like say you're trying to modify your engine or something serious like that. I would buy those parts new. But if you're trying to get new trim pieces or anything like that, or simple things that are easy to fix, I would recommend going to Facebook Marketplace. A little known fact, I actually bought my car off of Facebook Marketplace. People on Facebook Marketplace, depending on your car, will be willing to sell things for reasonable prices, and if you find something, you could definitely haggle it down. Most car parts that on there are in reasonable condition, and honestly, I don't see the reason why more people aren't on that. So you've listened to my little spiel about what you can do to make your car a little bit better. One great thing about the car community is that everyone is there to help you. Going on the forums, other various things like that, you can learn about what other people have done and what things you see yourself can do. And I've always been in love with the car community. There's a lot of really cool people, and after watching this video, I hope I can call you a member of the community. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.